All right, what's good, everybody? Wazashi here, and I'm still on my sick arc. So if I sound different, it's because of that. Basically, just want to make a quick little video talk about the newest kind of patch that came with the maintenance. All right, basically the maintenance here just fixed a lot of bug fixes, but there are actually some changes they did in here. Still trying to fix the issue with matchmaking not starting. They said they fixed it in this, but they had a follow-up tweet where they said it didn't actually fix, so they're investigating that right now. Hopefully they get that figured out. It seems to be a problem that's been plagued since the beta, so it's really, but like the being stuck on 8 out of 8 and being stuck on the versus screen and all that. Again, hopefully they get that fixed. So that's probably one of the biggest problems with this game right now. All right, then there's some other bug fixes during battle here. You're unable to summon Shenron when the Raider does an ultimate super. Now they're not talking about zone destruction. They're talking about like, Cell's big Kamehameha, human extinction on Boo, and then Frieza's giant death ball in stage 4. That's what they're talking about, all that. The ultimate. I think they're keeping zone destruction blocking Shenron as a feature fully. Which I've come to it's not too bad. You could easily get the balls back again. I know like a lot of them drop at a stack in the same spot, so it's not too bad. This bug's pretty funny. I've had it happen to me and I've seen it happen to others. I haven't had it lock me out though, but a survivor received an attack at the time they used the scooter. The scooter would be stuck on you. And I guess in cases where you lived, you couldn't move or do anything. But for me, I've had it happen where like I died and the scooter basically just stuck up my ass. That's a funny bug, but it looks like they fixed that now, which is good because not being able to do commands in this game sucks. Using the Senzu Bean in practice, you lost your abilities. That's the thing. For a few of us that actually use practice mode. Raider dialogue playing the same time as Trunks no longer plays for the Raider. So that's a bug I've noticed quite a lot. It usually happens a lot during zone destruction. If you try to voice line, you're basically muted for the rest of the game. That's neat that's big. I didn't know it was in regards to trying to talk over Trunks. Trunks is so damn powerful, I guess. Fuck. Trunks was shutting the Raider up, I guess. Goddamn. Shit. Let me stop talking shit about Trunks before you shut me up. Piccolo super attack Evil Explosion was immediately followed by multiple key blasts. The Raider could not receive damage after the second hit. That's interesting. I suppose the only time anyone really uses the Evil Explosion is when they first start in the game, because you use a Piccolo, you use a special beam cannon, but I didn't know that was a bug. But that's issue with the spectator camera not returning to the viewpoint of the player's character. I've had that happen before. I'm glad that's fixed. I think I even tweeted a video. I don't know if I was to help with that, but I think I tweeted a video at them about that. I was like, hey, please fix this. I don't know if their Twitter team got that and sent it, but it was wild. But basically it was like my camera was stuck in place and I was still moving, but it was not following me. Issue which players were revived while still spectating other teammates. Player could not be revived after another player stopped the revive process at the revive reach max. Ooh, that's a shitty bug. I'm glad no one knew about that, because I could imagine a lot of trolling that could be done with that, but then that's fixed. If a player while using certain skills such as Gravel Elastic could begin to move at random. Alright, nice fix there. But yeah, and then breaker points you intended for use in Link Xenoverse 2 accounts were not valid. Yeah. But yeah, simple little bug fixes. That's not what this whole video is about though. Went over them quickly there. Main things I want to talk about is this, and they actually did adjustments here. And this is a big one. So key progress stays, right? So when you're playing the key, if you get knocked out of it, progress is retained. Which, and as they say here, it's to help against Raiders camping, which a lot of freezes really did. I ain't gonna lie, I did it sometimes too. I ain't gonna pretend like I'm holier than thou. I was a little shithead that did that shit too. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's a very nice change, because a good Frieza would just constantly keep eyes on that, even when they're in a fight. Like even if someone's distracting them, constantly in a fight on that. I actually was gonna make a video about how to deal with someone camping a key location, but at this point it's probably not even needed, because like now you just need to just get progress on it. I just become like lemmings, us being lemmings, just running to like kamikaze the key in, you know what I mean? Like, but that is neat. But to go with this though, they said they're planning to buff the Raiders in the future. That is, I'd say, probably needed, honestly. Uh, they said it's in. So on the tweet, they said it's in accordance to recent data gained. I'm thinking right after they sent us that other data on the shit, it's probably because win rates differed. It's interesting to see what they have in mind for that. I just hope it's nothing pertaining to Frieza. I don't know who on the dev team is the Frieza fanboy, but Frieza Frieza needs to be toned down. There is no stage where Frieza is bad. Frieza is ridiculous. And it's getting to the point where I just don't enjoy playing against a Frieza. But I am looking forward to seeing what they do with the rest. I think Cell's in a pretty decent spot. I don't know what he really needs. Obviously, I guess, like, I don't know, maybe they're gonna try to, like, give something for making E-rushes less painful on Raiders. I don't know. It's very vague. Just increase Raider strength in the future is what they're going with. Spopovich definitely got hit too fucking hard, in my opinion. Ki Blast did need nerfs. Don't get me wrong, it did need the nerfs. But I think they did too much to it, right? It simply just needed to not track and be as wide, right? Majin Buu second stage sucks, but then Super Buu and Kid Buu are really good, so. And then Frieza's just good all around, so Frieza, I hope, gets toned down if everyone else is being brought up. And here's some other adjustments. Of the Steam version, a key assigned category was added, and then this is what I actually really like. And I know some people probably might not like it, but you don't complete all the dailies or weeklies. It's so how it worked before is you held on to those if you didn't complete them. The game was very generous in that regard, but you couldn't get your next one until you completed those, right? So if you did end up completing them, like you only play like a few days out of the week, and so you stack them up pretty much. But if you're stuck on one for a while, you kind of just hold that L, right? For me, I was stuck on a weekly for the longest because it was like escape with people on the time machine. And I had to do it like 3 times, so basically like with multiple people on one time machine. That was hard for me because I won too many games. Not to like flex or anything, but I legitimately could not get a game where like we fully lost where the escape time machine came up. It was always either we killed the Raider or we activated the super time machine. And I'm not gonna like throw a game just for a weekly, right? Like I'm gonna play it as it is, right? Like, and then the few times where we did get the escape time machine, it was usually me escaping. I'm like the last one escaping, or Cells, or like the Raider is stopping them from getting to me, so I just leave, right? But you know, that's good to see that fixed. Like I said, a friend of mine, who you've seen, I guess, in some of the videos, he only plays Survivor. He doesn't like, you know, Killer or Raider in these type of games. So he literally couldn't get weeklies done because the weeklies had stuff like play as Raider or do this as Raider. So he literally could not progress. And then they said fix some other minor bugs, you know, so probably nothing crazy if they can list it. But yeah, that's about it for what they did in this maintenance. I was surprised to see actual gameplay. I thought it would just be purely bug fixes, but you know. But yeah, I'm gonna head on out of here now.